Series champion. He's currently sitting on top with a commanding lead after just 3 rounds, 276 from a possible 300 points, and that is going to be very, very hard to beat. Someone like Corey Fletcher in second place would probably have to win, well, at least 2 of the next 3 rounds to get past him from here. So a commanding lead for Bevilacqua, but we are not over here today. Let's take a look at the boys on the start list. They get set and ready to go. Beatty, Bevilacqua, Burrows, Fletcher, he's the man who can still win the title. Gallagher, Guthrie, Chris King from Allura, good to see him in the final. James Lacey, Jack Martin, Scott McCartney, one of the oldest in the field. Zach Morris, one of the youngest in the field. Simon Murfitt, Porter from Alex. We go further down the page. Cade Wood from Kurrawa rounds us out. The boys are on the line, set and ready to go. And we saw early in the race, you set it up at the start and they wrap it up towards the end. And it's all important off and away. We're starting with Bevilacqua on this end of the line here. They're into the water and onto the boards, and good speed for James Lacey in the centre.
Well, very, very quick off the beach, all the boys. I saw local boy Hayden White there lead the way out into the water, and a former Australian board champion is a big mistake there from James Porter. Is going to put him out the back door coming off his board very, very early.
Oh, James Porter, that is almost race over. No mistakes from Bevilacqua. We can see he just, instead of popping up there, he decided to kneel back, kneel up and over, and then straight onto the stomach. It's a good option. You get the nose up and over very, very high, but it looks like the centre of the field there, it's maybe Scott McCartney paddling alongside Max Beatty. So McCartney from Coogin Heads in the blue togs, Beatty there in the black shorts. Bevilacqua trying to chase with Zach Morris, Chris King as well in the centre there, and Reese Burrows, who is racing for the Noosa Club at the moment, he is sitting in the top 5. So those 5 men have sort of spread out. Beatty and Bevilacqua go up and over. Hayden White forced to do that as well, and a couple of the boys already out the back.
We can see the difference there, Josh. If you're slightly over to the left in that rip, that's going to allow you to get out a lot cleaner, not having to contend with the white water that's rolling through. And we saw the boys on the right-hand side, although very, very skillful, had to pop up and over the top of that one.
Well, it's Beatty from McCartney in the lead as they make their way into green water. King sitting on the tail of them as well. So a good paddle so far from him at the top level. Bevilacqua trying to work his way into it. Lacey as well. So Campbell Guthrie in the background from the Alexandra Headland Club. He's got the better start compared to his teammate there, Jamo Porter, who's got some work to do to get back into this, but they start the slow, long grind out to sea, and Reese Burrows is in that first 4 as well. Watch out for him, and all the big names are there hunting this round 4 board title.
Porter is starting to work his way up, Josh. We can see him on the outside, moving his way through the middle of the pack. So Jamo Porter having a real crack here, but it may be a little too late for Porter, who made a big mistake at the start. James Lacey in the mix. He's in towards the middle of the pack there, and this could be the furthest back Matt Bevilacqua has been in a board race this year. He's sitting in 5th place, which is not too bad, 5th or 6th. He's very close to the front, but hasn't finished outside the top 2 in our first 3 rounds.
Well, McCartney leads him around. He's, well, one of the coaches, former coaches of the New South Wales team. He currently coaches at Coogin Headland, and he shows his athletes that he's still got it out in the surf, only does the board race, and he is leading at the moment on that green and blue board as he goes round. There's Bevilacqua, King and Burrows. They're in 3rd, 4th and 5th heading around and on the way home. And we spoke about a couple of the guys towards the back, Hayden White there, Corey Fletcher as well. It's a day like today where you can get yourself back into these races. You don't give up if you're sitting in 12th, 13th, 14th, can't you? Because waves are coming left, right and centre. They're coming all over the ocean, and one wave can take you from the back to the front just like that.
Well, Maddie Spencer headed to the right-hand side of screen. We can see Jamo Porter following exactly what she did in terms of trying to pick up a wave, Josh. So we see these boys go all over the ocean as a wave starts to build. It looks as though we might have someone down it.
Bevilacqua's trying to get down it. Max Beatty as well. Bevilacqua won't get down it. He turns the nose up, spits the dummy, and Max Beatty gets down that one. No problems at all. And just like that, I think he's going to pick up this round win. It looks like he will be the one. Scott McCartney didn't go far enough down. Neither did Bevilacqua. The rest of the boys on the right had chosen the wrong side. And Matt Bevilacqua gets a few turns in, blows out the cobwebs there, and he knows he'll be racing for 2nd place. Max Beatty doesn't make a mistake, represented New Zealand at the World Championships, one of the best and most explosive board paddlers in the business, and the rest of the field will be left to fight it out for 2nd, 3rd and 4th. And I think this is a return to form for Max Beatty after a slow start to the summer so far. High fives all round. He's very happy with that one. Matt Bevilacqua will be forced to race off for second and third, and doesn't Max Beattie love it? He takes out the First National Real Estate board race here in round 4 at Currumbin. He looks very happy with himself. And Matt Bevilacqua, he'll consolidate his lead on the top of the point score with a second place finish. But here we go, the sprint up the beach. The young boys, they're coming up and around. Oh, Zach Morris will get there just ahead of Corey Fletcher, Chris King, and then we'll leave the rest of them to the judges. Campbell Guthrie was there. McCartney not happy at all, spitting. And a couple little swear words as he crossed the line there. So not what you want to see, but he did lead most of the way. But Max Beattie got it done here in round 4. The First National Real Estate, Beattie from Bevilacqua and young Zach Morris shows he can mix it with the big boys. There we head further down the page. McCartney, Gallagher, Wade and James Lacey was in 17th place.
Here we are, First National Real Estate, and this is our round 4. He's had a bit of a disjointed season, but welcome back to the winner's circle.
Thanks, mate. It's nice to be here. I haven't been here in a while, so yeah, like I said, a bit of a disjointed season, but it's nice to get a win under the belt for sure.
Mate, you set that up right from the word go. A good start off the beach, and obviously picking up a wave, coming home on your own is a bonus.
Yeah, absolutely. I've had a few board races recently where you lead out, and sometimes you don't get those rewards on the way in. So it was nice to get some waves today, and I knew that if I was off the beach fast, Scotty McCartney was right next to me, so I knew I was in some pretty good company, and had a wash ride around the can and worked hard on the way home and got rewarded.
Well, a huge first win of the season there for Max Beattie. And if Matt Bevilacqua is happy to be beaten by anyone, Josh, it's his man crush in Max Beattie.
Oh, is there a little bit of love there between the boys? I'm sure there's no love lost when it comes to the point score. Beattie, one result for 100 points, puts him into 12th place. Let's see how he can go. There's plenty of rounds left to get himself back into the mix there. That wraps